Today I'm making a very simple dinner. Something we eat about once a week is just steak and salad. But the devil's in the details when it comes to a good salad, and I'm very finicky about my salad dressing. Now, if you only learn how to make one salad dressing, make this the one, because it goes with everything, and I've never found a person who doesn't like it, including my finicky 12-year-old. So, it starts with a little lemon zest. We're gonna get about 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. I use a microplane grater here, and I'm just gonna get the yellow zest, not that white pith. That white pith underneath the zest, tastes a bit bitter. You want about 2 teaspoons, and obviously I've washed these lemons already. All right, a little bit more. It's about 2 lemons worth of zest. All right, there we go. That's a perfect amount of zest. I'm gonna set those lemons aside because we're gonna add lemon juice in a little bit. Next, magic ingredient. I know, it's a little odd. Mayonnaise. Now, mayonnaise is an emulsifier, so it'll help the dressing have a nice consistency, a little bit on the thick side. Just a tablespoon will do it. Right in. Next ingredient, this is an unusual one. You want molasses, not strong molasses, not a blackstrap, but a mild molasses. Adds some sweetness, adds a real deep caramelized flavor, and some good color. And just a tablespoon of this right into the shaker. All right, last but not least, we're gonna add a little Dijon, pretty classic for a vinaigrette. I'm gonna pull out a clean measuring spoon for the Dijon. All right, now just take a fork, whisk all that together, get any lumps of Dijon or molasses out of the way. Next, we're gonna add some chives. And I like chives here because it's a mild onion flavor, and the chives hold up for easily a week in the vinaigrette, and this vinaigrette can last a good long time. So just gonna mince these finely. And you want about 2 teaspoons. I really like the chive flavor, so sometimes I add a bit more. Into the hopper it goes. All right, next up, some lemon juice. They're gonna be easy to juice now that they've already been zested. You want about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. When I first started making this vinaigrette, I really did measure everything, but now that I make it so often, I kind of have a sense of how much lemon juice is coming out of each lemon half. These are pretty juicy, so I think I only need 3. I'm gonna put the lid on, shake it up. Now this is a pretty handy little salad dressing shaker. If you don't have that, you could simply use a jar with a tight fitting lid. All right. A few more ingredients. We're gonna add some garlic. Don't wanna mash it too much. Now, when I'm adding garlic to a sauce or a vinaigrette, I really like using the microplane zester because it gets the garlic really fine and incorporates evenly into the vinaigrette. This is a pretty big clove, so I'm not gonna add all these little pieces. I think that's pretty good. You can scrape it out the back of it with the tip of a knife. Nice way to get all those nice pieces of puree right into the hopper. Next up, just a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It's kosher salt, so I added another little bit. 1/2 teaspoon of table salt. So you get used to that if you use kosher salt a lot like I do. I pretty much prefer it because I like how it tastes and I like how it feels, but you always gotta add a little extra. All right, add that to the hopper. Give it a good shake. Looks like I'm making cocktails, doesn't it? All right, last but not least, we're gonna add the oil. I'm gonna add the oil in 3 different additions, and I'm gonna use 2 types of oil. I'm gonna use olive oil and veg oil. Too much olive oil really overpowers the dressing, so we're gonna cut it with a little veg oil. So it's 1/2 cup of olive oil and a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I'm gonna add them in 3 batches, about a 1/4 cup each. So that's a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And the reason why I'm adding it in batches is that it will really help emulsify into the dressing. And then again, this dressing will stay emulsified easily for up to a week. 1/4 cup more oil. Second batch. Last but not least, the veg oil. Again, 1/4 cup. And for veg oil, you can use canola, you can use veg oil. I really like using safflower oil, the organic pressed safflower oil, because I think it has a nice clean flavor. All right. All right, a little taste. The only way to taste it is on your finger. Oh, such a simple dressing. Really goes on everything from salad. Sometimes I toss it on steamed cauliflower or fresh steamed green beans. And as I said, it keeps for up to a week in the fridge like that. All right, so the salad dressing's out of the way. So time to do a little prep for the salad itself. Here are the vegetables I'm gonna put on top of the lettuce. Carrots, because those are my favorite. Cucumbers, because those are my husband's favorite. And apple, because that's my daughter's favorite. In fact, she very rarely will eat a salad unless it has apple in it. So always an apple. I'm just gonna cut it into nice big hunks that you can stab with a fork. They have to be recognizable too, that's the other thing. Right into the salad bowl. All right, next on to my favorite, the carrots. And I do the same for the cucumber. I like leaving the peels of cucumber on. My daughter likes them coming off, so they come off. All right, just gonna peel these cucumbers again right into the right into the garbage. I think we only need half a cucumber for today. Now for cutting cucumbers for salad, depending on who's making the salad, the seeds either get left in or taken out. If my husband's making the salad, the seeds get taken out. If I'm making the salad, the seeds get left in. I like the fiber. Again, nice big chunks that you can easily stab with a fork, recognizable for the kids, into the bowl. And for carrots, I like to slice them on the bias for the same reasons. Easy to stab with a fork, recognizable. And slicing on the bias just means that you get these nice elongated pieces. That's a good carrot. All right. Carrots into the bowl. Last but not least, I'm going to put the salad greens on top and then just set this aside until serving time when I can toss it with the vinaigrette and a little bit of feta. For these greens, I have some baby greens, a wide variety, green leaf, red leaf, and baby spinach. That looks good. Time to dress the salad, just giving the vinaigrette a little shake, although you can tell it's pretty well emulsified still. Oh, over the top. I like using my hands, but my wooden salad hands that I like to use, they're ugly compared to the gorgeous wood of this bowl. So I don't like to pull them out and use them with this bowl. But sometimes it's nice to use your hands because your hands are more delicate when it comes to tossing the delicate salad greens. So, oh, there we go. Oh, that dressing smells good. That salad is perfectly dressed. Just gonna finish it with a couple crumbles of some nice fresh mild feta. Feta is great in salads because everybody likes feta, especially this nice mild creamy kind. Kind of melts into the dressing when you get to the end of your salad, changes the flavor a little bit. Perfect. Little goes a long way. Time to build the plates. Salad first. Oh, nice big portions of salad. Sometimes eating a salad like this is the only way we get our vegetables in a day. Sometimes I like to put all the heavy vegetables and apples on the side, just so that it doesn't weigh down the salad greens. That's pretty good. All right, and that's it. A simple dinner made spectacular because we paid attention to the details. See you next time. Thanks for watching. What'd you think? Leave a comment below and let me know what you're excited to cook this week. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. You can get today's recipes and more for free at our website, americastestkitchen.com/JuliaAtHome.